Howdy friends, welcome back to the Outpost. In today's video I want to take a few minutes and I want to explain to you an age-old question a lot of people have asked over the years and try to explain it to you the best I can. Let's go. Today I'm going to explain to you what the word grain means when you're purchasing a box of ammunition for your firearm, how to choose properly, and what it's going to mean for the performance of your firearm. Now I completely understand that this video is going to fall on a lot of deaf ears. Those of you who have been enthusiasts, gun shooters, sportsmen, competition and stuff for many years. But you got to remember that there's a lot of people, young folks that are up and coming and want to get into hunting, competition shooting, target practicing, even self-defense. So this video is especially for you, and I'm going to explain to you why you need to pay attention. The difference between grains and ammo refers to the weight of the projectile. Typically, the bullet measures in grains. A grain is a unit of mass, with 7,000 grains equaling 1 pound. A heavier bullet with more grains generally translates to increased recoil, potentially greater stopping power, and different trajectory. On the other hand, conversely, a lighter bullet with fewer grains often means less recoil, a flatter trajectory, and higher velocity. Understanding this weight difference is crucial when it comes to the right ammunition for your firearm and its intended purposes. Choosing the correct grain weight for your ammunition is about more than just picking a number. It's about understanding how that weight will affect the bullet's performance across various aspects, from its flight path to its impact. Let's take a deeper look. Bullet weight has a profound effect on trajectory. Lighter bullets tend to exhibit a flatter trajectory, meaning they drop less over distance. This makes them easier to aim at longer ranges, as you don't need to compensate as much for bullet drop. However, lighter bullets are more susceptible to wind drift. Heavier bullets, while dropping more significantly over distance, are less affected by wind. Choosing between flat trajectory and wind resistance depends heavily on the shooting conditions and the target range. This understanding forms the cornerstone of external ballistics. Recoil is the rearward force felt when firing a gun. Heavier bullets generally produce more recoil than lighter bullets. For some shooters, especially beginners or those sensitive to recoil, this can significantly affect accuracy and comfort. Choosing a lighter bullet can make shooting more manageable and allow for faster follow-up shots. However, experienced shooters a lot of times will prefer a heavier bullet with more recoil because they believe in the power of the heavier bullet on impact. While often overlooked, grain weight can also affect the accuracy of your firearm. Every gun has a slight preference for a particular bullet weight or range of weights. Experimenting with different grain weights can help you discover which your firearm handles most accurately, leading to tighter groupings on the target. For example, in front of you, there are 3 different types of .22 long rifle bullets. The first one, as you can see depicted here, is 40 grain. The one in the middle is 36 grain, and the one on this end is 32 grain. Now the 40 grain bullet displayed here for the .22 long rifle is generally going to be used for target shooting. The 36 grain, which is in the middle, can be used for target shooting as well as small game hunting with a little bit better stopping power than the 32 grain, which is a stinger and is a hot shot. Compared to the bullet that you see here, which travels around 1,270 feet a second, this one will travel at 1,680 feet per second. Big difference. All right, one other thing we want to talk about that I kind of got away from is self-defense and carrying a concealed firearm and stuff like that. Generally speaking, universally, the 9mm, no matter what brand it is probably one of the most popular self-defense guns. In general speaking, outside the norm, most self-defense guns that are carried by people or have in their house, they're smaller guns. They don't have very long barrels, generally speaking, okay, such as 9mm, your 380s, whatever you're carrying on you and stuff like that. So, with that being said, the reason why they're self-defense is because they'll have a lot more stopping power, heavier bullet, but they're not meant for long distance. All right, don't worry. I didn't forget about shotguns. Generally speaking, when you go in somewhere to go buy some shotgun shells, you're not going to find grain weight on the box itself. Here's what you're looking for. Box of 12 gauge shotgun shells, as you can see, 12 gauge. In this particular load that we have here, They're 2 3/4 inches long. This is your weight, 1 1/4 ounce per shot. Well, that shell has 5 shots. Multiply that, that makes each one of these shotgun shells, the load that's coming out of there, 6 1/4 ounces. Now there's 16 ounces in a pound. Think about that. There's your math. This right here is a bullet for .380 handgun. It has 94 grains, which equivalent is 0.013429 of a pound. There you guys have it. Grain explained for ammunition on your firearm. A huge misconception in people's mind when they see the word grain on a box of bullets is they think the amount of gunpowder it has in it. Nonsense. It all has to do with the mass of pounds. Okay? I just explained to you how that all works. Now it's going to be completely up to you on deciding which type of grain works for the type of gun you're using, what you're using that gun for, as well as other variable factors that we talked about. Got any comments, questions, leave them down below. Until next time, I'll see you on the outpost.